Hi guys, Therese Coffey, who must be a Lee Anderson fan, was asked if in her opinion the MP for Ashfield and former deputy chairman should have been booted out of the party, and she ignored the question, which is typical of Coffey. Now, considering her track record on answering questions, I really don't know why she was invited on. Anyway, she tried to turn the question against the Labour Party, which was pretty pathetic, and finally claimed that Lee Anderson isn't racist, but is just concerned with how things are going in society. Have a listen.
I want to talk, Therese, about what Lee Anderson said, Conservative MP until late last night for Ashfield. He made some very controversial comments. Did you believe he should have been booted out of the party for what he said?
Well, quite clearly, the Prime Minister and the Chief Whip asked Lee to apologise. He has not done that so far. I hope that Lee will reconsider that. But I believe that as a consequence, our leadership took swift action. You can contrast that to what happened in Rochdale. However, what matters is that, thinking back, the Conservative Party did do a review on Islamophobia. Mm-hmm. It's important that we are conscious that these remarks can encourage such division. Mm-hmm. I don't believe that Lee is in any way racist. However, I think he is very worried about a lot of the activity that's underway right now and how previous attempts to challenge it has not been successful, and we need to make sure in any form that we counter extremism.
And we will talk about that a lot.
Oh my God, she's absolutely pathetic. You know, Lee Anderson is not racist and he's concerned about what's happening. Now, of course, she's not referring to the Conservative Party, she's referring to society. You know, what about all these people who are protesting? We need to clamp down on those people. I mentioned this in another video. I think what the Tories are trying to do here is use Muslims as a tool, as a political tool. They realise that they can't win the election. They can't use Brexit. They can't use Boris Johnson. They can't use the NHS. They can't rely on the economy. Stopping the boats is not working. Immigration is not working. They can't blame immigrants anymore. So they have to find a new scapegoat. They have to find a new political tool. And that's Muslims. And you saw it with Suella Braverman. You see it to a certain extent with Liz Truss. And then Lee Anderson sort of said the quiet part loud. Although Suella Braverman has been saying the quiet part loud for some time and she hasn't been punished. I said in another video, Lee Anderson was sacked not because of the comments, but because of the reaction to the comments. As I said, there are members of the Conservative Party who are Muslims, and they're really concerned about what's been said. You know, some of these people are happy to see fellow Muslims being used as a tool, but then they realize, well, you know, it can come back to harm me too. Therese Coffey, of course, is putting the party before everything else here, saying, you know, we dealt with it. The number 10 were swift, trying to criticise the Labour Party, get one over on Labour. Once again, these are charlatans who don't care about the public, don't care about the victims. It's about prioritising the party. A WhatsApp group came out recently, it seems, and members of that WhatsApp group were claiming that Conservative MPs were claiming that Lee Anderson should not have been fired. He should have remained in his position. So if you still have people like that in the Conservative Party who are dismissing this Islamophobia, dismissing these racist comments, I think this is going to be a bit of a problem for the Conservatives going forward, because Rishi Sunak needs to convince the public that his party is not racist, his party is not Islamophobic. But at the same time, there are people in the party who want to use this as a political tool. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.